Hey guys, lately, as a completely clueless newcomer to fighting games, I have been trying out a bunch of them. I put around 330 hours in Guilty Gear Strive. This was my first one. After this, I tried some free beta like Fatal Fury and Hunter x Hunter. I even gave DNF Duel a shot in 2025. In this day, I have been grinding Ramble Fantasy Versus, where I am currently stuck at S. And through all that, I have noticed something that makes this genre really special, or at least very unique compared to others. I call it the 3 layers of learning a fighting game. 2 of these layers exist in other games too, but the third one shines only here. So without further ado, let this noob show you his perspective. Layer 1. Virgin Identity. This is the very first layer, and honestly it's the one that shapes your entire experience. Funny thing is, you don't even have control over it, not fully anyway. In fact, it was decided years before we even picked up a controller. What I am talking about, hear me out. The fun part of any game is interacting with its world and overcoming its challenges. Each genre gives you tools to do that. In an FPS, you use guns. In flight sims, you use planes. In a football game, you use players. Or cars if you are into great games. Fighting games are no different. Here, your tools is your characters. Each one has a unique playstyle and tools. And here comes your very first challenge. Choosing a main. This choice feels critical, but truthfully, 80% of it is just out of your hand. You will just pick whoever looks cool to you, based on your taste. Taste you already had long before fighting games ever entered your life. Then the journey begins. You move around the screen, testing the feeling of being alive in that world. You start learning your character's normal attacks, special move, and supers. At first, just remembering them is a challenge, but the hardest part isn't memorizing, it's execution. Pressing button doesn't always give you the result you wanted. To gain full control of this new body, you need to learn motion input, button combination, and commands. The more you practice, the more in sync you become with your character. Eventually, you stop thinking about the input and just do it. That's when combos start to click, and each one you land feels like your happiness. But then comes another problem. Your character moveset isn't just flashy, it has propriety, risk, and ranges. You need to understand anti-airs for jumping opponent, reversal for wake up pressure, save buttons, risk buttons. You begin to see how deep even one character can go. Once you reach the point when you are playing the game through your main perspective, only one thing is holding you back from mastery: optimization. And that's when you realize you can't get any further until you face the next level. Layer 2. Who are you? So you have learned to speak with your characters, but what about listening? You are not the only one getting used to a main. Every opponent you face is doing the same. Each character has their own depth, sometimes even deeper than yours. If the first layer is fun that turns into frustration, then this layer is the opposite. It starts with frustration, but it eventually leads you toward the third and final stage. In the fighting games community, there is a term you will hear a lot: knowledge check. And the word say it all. Knowledge is key. Knowing your opponent's strength, weakness, and moveset is crucial. Some characters are designed to feel completely unfair, and without prior knowledge, you have no idea what is happening in your screen. You mash buttons hoping for damage, only to get parried, countered, or punished by moves you didn't even know existed. And then it clicks. Knowing your opponent isn't enough. You also need to know how to stop them, how to punish their mistakes. For newcomer, this is brutal. The amount of hidden information in every character is overwhelming, and if you don't have reference points from other fighting games, you are completely lost. Even the game itself won't always help you here. The only real teacher is losing, and losing in this genre hurts. It means you never even get to play. You get mixed left and right, looked down in a block string, thrown over and over again. It feels like torture instead of fun. But if you are patient, and if you keep playing against people who have only dipped lightly into these layers, you will survive. And eventually, you will realize something. The final layer is waiting, and that layer, that's where the magic happens. Layer 3. Let's have a conversation. If you made it this far, you deserve to know why people are crazy about fighting game, why tournament in this genre produce some of the best esport moments of all time. Layer 1 was about learning yourself. Layer 2 was about learning your opponent's character. But layer 3, here you see things for what they truly are. Forget being one with your character. Forget fearing some matchup. Once you reach this stage, all of that fade away. Here, it's no longer character versus a character. It's player versus player. Human versus human. You are not just pressing button, you are talking with your opponent at lightning speed, predicting their next move, baiting their reaction, adapting on the fly, all within seconds. but in the purest, fastest form of gaming possible. And that's why this layer is the peak. Now you may think you can't tackle each layer separately, but humans don't really learn that way. The truth is, you are climbing all of the 3 layers at once. Your progress just depends on the game, your personality, and how much you play. Still, the peak of layer 3 is where the real gold lies. To take a glimpse on it, you only need to fight someone around your skill level. A friend make it even more better. But to really live in that space, that takes work, years of grinding, and maybe, just maybe, you will become the next Evo champion. And that's what I wanted to share in this video. Honestly, I had to skip over so many details to keep it short, but I think this genre is worth all of the struggle. Even though I'm still learning, I really do love it. Catch me live on Twitch, where I am still trying to reach master in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. And every time I lose, I take a Japanese lesson. Check out the other videos too, they are even better. Peace.